So, let's revisit this a little bit. How do you know for sure? How do you trust your knowing? How do you trust your intuition? How do you trust all of it? And the answer is, it's not about trust. It's about purposefulness. And your higher self will never deceive you. Your lower self might. Because your lower self has got multiple agendas it's trying to serve. Your higher self is so connected to God that there is only one choice. Allow me to give you an explanation. Let's pick someone that you really admire. Now, I don't know who that might be, but you do. So I'd like you to think about in your own mind somebody you really, really admire. Somebody that's highly regarded in the world that you would be honored to have as a house guest. Perhaps it's the Dalai Lama, perhaps if she were still living, Mother Teresa, perhaps it would be a royal that you admire, maybe it could be a rock star, I don't care. But pick somebody that you really admire and would be absolutely thrilled. And let's assume I know that person, and I'm going to call you on the phone and I'm going to say, Sandy, I have the opportunity of a lifetime for you. I'm really good friends with this special person. We'll call them, who shall we call them? The most magical person. And this magical person who you admire is going to be in your town, and they want to be able to stay with someone locally. But they don't want anyone to know, and they don't want you to make a big fuss, but they really would like me to pick someone in my group who would be willing to host them. And I have asked my higher self said it should be you. So you're going to have the opportunity to have this person. Would you be willing to do that? What's your response? It very likely is yes. What will you ask next? Do you know? You might say, well, when is he or she coming? Okay, because if you have vacation scheduled at that time, you want to make sure you're in town. And if you were planning on painting the living room, you might make sure you got it done before they come. What if you only have one bedroom? Well, you'll probably sleep on the couch and give them your bedroom. What's the next thing you're going to ask? How many days are they staying? What do they like to eat? What do they need? What can I make sure I have? Is there any place they want me to take them? All of these responses revolve around yes. What this means is that the possibility of saying no doesn't occur to you. When you are fully connected with your divinity, there's only one choice, and that's the God choice. The 3D world, on the other hand, allows us the freedom to choose not God. So, in 3D, we have the choice of God or not God. In 5D, it's not that we don't have the choice, it's that the choice doesn't occur to us. Because we're so fully connected to God, the possibility of saying no doesn't occur to us, does not cross the horizon. So, the possibility of saying no to this fabulous opportunity of this wonderful being, it's not possible for you to say no. Just even though somebody else could say, well, I'd say no to that person. I don't even think that they're special at all. But they're a magical person for you. Therefore, in your world, the possibility of saying no does not occur to you. So this is the difference between all those other expressions of guidance, of inner knowing, of understanding, of intuition. And they're all good. But when you are fully connected with the divinity, the possibility of not God does not occur to you. What does this do for you? It allows you to connect with your divine will. It allows you to connect with who you are at your higher self level. And we want to make sure you understand that we're not dismissing the lower self or saying it's bad or wrong. We're simply saying that given the options of asking guidance or your angels or your guides or your higher self, it's a no-brainer. Your higher self has got all the information that lower self does and so much more, and it is so connected to God that the possibility of choosing something that is not God doesn't occur or doesn't exist in that moment, in that question. which gives you what you've always been looking for.